Hello, everybody. Okay, I had another one I wanted to talk about. So this isn't recent, but it's up to recent, I guess. It's basically, I was thinking about this because of the whole will of my mom's holding the money from my kids. Um, is that this isn't the first time she has sabotaged or tried to sabotage me or indirectly me financially, but it just seems like I somehow managed to spring back and I'm okay. But here are some of the past ones she's done. Okay. Okay. All right. So the first one that I can remember is when I was 21. I was still living at home and I'm trying to remember what had happened. I wanted to move out. I don't even know if we even had a fight. I think I had just said I wanted to move out because I had, saved my money, and there was a little studio apartment that was affordable, and I wanted to be time to be on my own. It's weird because even though she would always say, um, you know, to get out and blah 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 to us, at the same time she would have this weird control situation where she'd freak out when we did move out. So I just remember, because I had the upstairs bedroom, I remember having a fight to where she would not let me take any of my stuff. And when I mean stuff, I'm just talking like my clothes. I'm not even talking about furniture. Um, I just remember trying to I think it was just maybe my keyboards because I paid for those. And maybe I was able to grab like a trash bag of clothes before I had to leave. And then I came back while she was at church. That's what cracks me up too. The fact that she's some like serious Catholic churchgoer. I'm like, really? Really? To be honest, I've had a conversation with the priest one time because she wanted both my kids to be baptized, which is fine. And I remember him saying she's very simple-minded, so he understood the grief I was going through. Anyway, back to this. Okay, so I do remember having to go back while she was at church. So Sunday I was able to go back there and grab the rest of my clothes and stuff like that. And I didn't take any furniture, obviously. And I managed. I had a little studio apartment and I just bought a futon. I think I had a friend or two give me like a table, or a friend's mom gave me a microwave, just some used stuff. And I bought the rest like from the 99-cent store or whatnot. When I moved out, I never moved back home. I was the only one that did that. All the other kids always managed to have to move back home. So there was that time. And again, I'm not making a lot of money, so it's not like I'm balling. It was just I managed to be cheap and save. So that was the first time. The second time I remember is when I got married, and it wasn't the big Catholic wedding that she wanted. It had to be her way, and I'm just not into big weddings. I just wasn't into it, and it was just a big ordeal, like a big fight about it all the time. And so at that time, we decided to just go to Vegas, which I love. So, and she called all my relatives from the other side of the country and made sure whether that they either didn't go or they made sure they did not send me anything as far as a gift, and even threatened my sisters at the time that lived there to not go. And then my brother did go, but he was there for my husband at the time, my first husband, because they were friends. He really wasn't there for me. So nice, huh? But yeah, she made sure that, we had to pay for everything, and she made sure I didn't get anything from anybody either as far as gifts. So now the third time, I wrote it all down so I didn't forget, was when I got divorced. I had a house, and I pretty much walked away from it. Like I said, I'm not run by money, so I literally walked away from the house that I put most of the down payment on. But I didn't want to deal with him and or his friends because it was really run by him and his friends. His friends are more of a priority than I ever was. I have plenty of narc stories about him too that I need to do. So, but anyway, that's a different subject there. Anyway, but So when I got divorced, I didn't have anywhere to go. And the only thing I took from that house was my clothes and stuff like that. Um, my piano, my dog. I had an old dog, and furniture that my boss had given me. So stuff that was legitimately mine, which wasn't a lot of furniture. But I'm trying to remember what I did with that. Did I have it? I must have had it in. I think I must have had a friend keep it for a while because I moved in with a lady I worked with temporarily just to have a place to stay. So, and I wouldn't say my mom sabotaged me per se financially on that one, but she didn't help either. Not that she needed to, but what she would do is just like talk down to me. Oh, look at you. You're divorced. You've got nothing now. Look at you. You've got nothing to show for. And this lady that I happened to be staying with for a couple months was Jewish. And then what's the big deal, right? Oh, no. Oh, and she's a Jew you're staying with. You know, you're like, oh, that's nice. So you're a racist too. Okay, then. Because my mom has a 5-bedroom house. So yeah, I could have stayed there. Did I really want to? Hell to the no. That would be a no. So yeah, she just kind of made me feel like a loser and pretty much said that, which is not cool. But I managed and I got by. The fourth would be the second wedding. Again, she expected it to be what she wanted it to be, which was a Catholic wedding. And I don't like these big weddings with people I don't know coming to them. I'm just not into them. I don't even like going to weddings. Like, they're okay. I'm just, whatever, you know? So we got married at a really cool, like, whole vineyard thing, you know? So, went wine tasting and had a good time. Once again, she gave me nothing. She actually attended, though, that time. But the fact that it was a, what do you call that, location, like those destination weddings, I guess you'd call it, because this was like, I don't know, three hours away from the county I used to live in, so everyone had to drive to it if you wanted to go, and I didn't expect you to. If you couldn't, you could, you know, it's fine. So they were pissed off about that. So yeah, they didn't give me anything, not even a toaster. I remember one time they were threatening me with a toaster oven, you know, kind of thing. So stupid, but never got even a toaster. So that was that one. And oh yeah, and then one of my jobs when I was taking care of the kids, and I would always take them with me to do this, was housekeeping, because the clients were cool about me taking them, unless I could clean while they were at school. And one time I was cleaning for an old friend of my dad's that when my dad had passed away, he started hanging out with my mom. So he was around a lot. And he needed someone to clean his house. So he knew I was a housekeeper. So I would clean his house. Well, then my mom would, I think she was spreading these lies because she would tell me, oh, you know, he said this about you. And he also said that you ripped him off. And, you know, she would just say all sorts of things and I'd believe her. And, you know, when I think back on it, because there were some other things that she had said later that had nothing to do with that, but it was other things that she claimed he said. And he passed away. So, but I had ran into an old email from him that I had apologized to him about something that my mom claimed he accused me of. And he said something about, so sorry, miscommunication, blah, blah, blah. It was nothing. It was nothing like she had said it was. It was just so weird that she was trying to sabotage my work. So yeah, basically with that housekeeping job, cleaning his house, like, it didn't happen anymore because she went out of her way to sabotage that and spread rumors between, maybe she told him I said something too, because it was weird for him to turn on me like that because he's always been a really cool guy. And I'm like, what? Why would he say that? Why would he even think I would rip him off? Like, that's not the kind of person I'm not. I'm not like that. So anyway, so with this last thing that she's doing where she won't give my kids the money that my brother, you know, had put away money for all potential nieces and nephews, if we should even if have kids. the fact that she's holding that money from us getting it, it's like, you know, this isn't the first time, and we managed, and we sprung back just fine. It's not like I ever had that money, so it's not, you know, but all the other past things that she's done was pretty uncool, but I managed. So it's, I think the real sad one was when I moved out the first time, because it's like, I don't expect her to help me out, but I would say I'm pretty envious at other people's parents when I hear them like, oh yeah, my mom helped us out, or my mom paid for this. And, you know, and even as a housekeeper, I would clean for people where it was a gift from their parents that I'd be cleaning their house. Like they were paying for it. Or, you know, it's just, yeah, it just kind of made me a little bit like, God, I wish I had cool parents. My dad wasn't as bad as my mom, but he wasn't, he did some questionable, they were both on the same um, mindset basically. So, but my mom was really bad. So, anywho, that's all. If you have something similar, feel free to comment down below, and I'll talk to you later.